Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge. Not sponsored, but guys, I am in a good mood this Monday morning that I'm filming this. Number one, the lighting is finally perfect, okay? I know some of you are very kindly overlook me being a little bitchy bitch when I film and the sun is shining. Today the lighting is perfect, so I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to be batch filming a little bit, so the next few videos you'll probably all see me like this, except maybe I'll change my headband so I don't get too samesies. So let's go through my plans for February. I gotta say, we have another month now that's going to be absolutely chock full of new releases. Holy crow. I made my post for Instagram the other day. I like making a little post that has anticipated reads, and there was still like 2 or 3 that I missed because I discovered them after I made the post. It's crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into these. And then at the end of this video, if you want to stick around, TryTreats so kindly sent me another box with, I haven't even opened this one at all. Didn't even open to look like what the country is or anything. But TryTreats, they're not necessarily sponsoring this video. They don't pay me to do this, but they have for the maybe the last 6 months or so sent me a box to open, and then I have a discount code for you guys if you would like to try it out. So stick around to the end for that. But if you don't give a hoot about that, let's go ahead and get into this. So let's start off with the books that I'm reading or rereading for Patreon this month. So there is always one book that is my group book for Patreon. This book will not be reviewed on my channel, usually not for a good while. I usually eventually bring it up in some rec videos or whatever, but there's always one book a month that is read and reviewed just for my patrons. They get an exclusive review. If you are interested in checking that out, I think there is at this point 18, 19 of those exclusive reviews available. So really, if you sign up at the $7 level, you're getting access to not only this month's but all the previous month's stuff too. So the longer you wait to join, the better deal that it is. But there you go. So anyway, this month for February, the book that got chosen was for the step sibling trope. That is what came out of my little jar. And the book that was voted on was Devious Obsession. And it's very interesting. I was just sharing, I actually just read book 3 because it was recommended on my cock warming video. And I just was feeling like a dark romance that day. So I was like, fuck it. And I read it, and I had a good time. The ending didn't quite stick it for me, but I had a good time. So I've heard, you always hear different things, but I heard book 2 is most people's favorite one. But either way, I plan to read this one. And yeah, all I know is this one is a step sibling romance. I try not to know too much about the book going in so that I don't have any preconceived feelings about it, All right, then there will be Keepsake by Serena Bowen. I have read a few books in this series by her, but nowhere near all of them. There's quite a few. Then I will be doing annotations for Reckless for someone. I will be doing another annotations for P.S. You're Intolerable. One of my patrons wants to continue through the Legacy of the Gods, which I'm really okay with because I'll be rereading these then kind of leading up to when God of War comes out. Now, I think that's not coming till September, but still, it'll be good to reread these on the way there. So I do still have the original cover of this one. So Kyan, who's watching this, you will get the new cover. You can't get this one anymore. Rena Kent is always very she wants her cover models to match what she sees, which I love that about her. I do. But it does mean that there have been a couple cover changes for men on the cover when she's found someone that she liked better. So this was originally the cover, and this one was Creighton and Annika. But this series, I love how much attention it's getting. I really do. I'm excited to revisit that one. All right, then I will be reading Queen of All That Dies by Laura Thalassa. I actually, over the next months, will also be rereading that series. I read that. I think it's been almost exactly 3 years ago that I read this series. So we'll see how I feel about it now, revisiting it. I will be rereading The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I'm very excited to do this. I also haven't read this one in a long time, and I am really liking the second Jenn series, which by that I mean there's only one book out in it so far, but the next one's coming this year. And I look forward to revisiting Hannah and Garrett, especially after reading the one about their daughter. And I liked that so much. This will be fun. Then the last two that I will be rereading, where did I put? Oh, I don't think I grabbed it, but I'll be rereading Forever Your Rogue, which y'all know how I feel about that one, as well as Devil in Spring. One of my patrons, she just wanted me to pick another Lisa Kleypas, and I was like, you know what? I love rereading these, so I'm going to reread Devil in Spring as well. So those are all of the Patreon books. Then we do have one other thing to share for book club. The book club for book 2, Dragonfly and Amber, will start midway through February. So I've shared about this now a lot. We're doing a read or reread, depending on, through the Outlander series. And I'm kind of letting us take 6 weeks, maybe it'll be up to 8 weeks as we read these books, because I don't want to rush anyone through them. And I myself am actually really taking my time rereading the first one. But the live show for book 1 is February 17th. So then Dragonfly and Amber, if people want to start that one in February, they can. So I decided to include that in this TBR, but I'll probably also have it in the March TBR if I don't get to it this month. But this is one of the ones that I have annotated before. Outlander, that copy, I didn't have annotations in. So this will be my first time like rereading this one with the notes in it, so looking forward to doing that. Love those books, obviously. Very excited. Okay, now let's go through the upcoming releases, because holy crap, there are a lot. And again, some of them I just found out about recently, so there's that. Hold on, let's pull this in a little bit. So there's one that is actually coming out on January 30th, and I didn't hear about it until, just recently. It was kind of a surprise, and honestly, I haven't even seen her advertise it that much, which kind of makes me sad because I feel like it's just getting shoved in there. But there is a book that has been on my TBRs over and over and over again. Really, it was in like 2022, I think. But anyway, that is Cruelly Bitten by Lexi Cephas. So she just randomly posted that this is finally coming. It is coming out on the 30th. So it's coming out the same day as House of Flame and Shadow. So that being said, I'm not going to get to it in January because I'm going to be reading that book until I'm finished with it. So I'm putting it in the February TBR. So if you were someone who loved this series, I really liked this series. I don't know how I'd feel about it now, but most of the audiobooks were on AnyPlay, and I loved this dark vampire werewolf human mess that this was. And this last book is the culmination, well, of course, because it's the last book, but this was the culmination of like everything. And we were left on a pretty big cliffhanger going into this one. And then Lexi had some health problems. She had a baby. She was focused on other series, and this one has just been left hanging. And I can't tell you the amount of times that happens in series. I don't know if authors just get choked up about the last book or what, but either way, it is coming for sure now on the 30th. So there it goes. Okay, then I did end up just getting sent an arc of Seeds of Malice by Maggie Cole. She has her next duet coming out. So there's Seeds of Malice comes out on the 1st, and then Thorns of Malice will come on the 15th. Now, I have shared, like, I love Maggie, the person, so much. I haven't loved kind of the directions her books have taken in the last couple of years. I obviously was, like, a really huge fan. Her books are behind up there of her Mafia War series, but I haven't liked the spin-offs as much. But she asked me if I wanted this duet, and I was like, you know what, I'll try the first one. So I'm going to try to read Seeds of Malice. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, I'm nervous, I'll say that. I think this one is going to have, like, because it says the hero wants to, like, manipulate the heroine and get her, and I'm just I feel like that's what all of her books do. I'm sorry, I said it. But the covers are gorgeous. Look at this model. Very unique looking. I love it. The heroine as well. Like, I love the covers that she got for these. She always hits it out of the park with those. I will definitely say that. So I'm going to give it a try, at least. All right, then, of course, there's The Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Hoping to read that one very soon. It comes out on the 6th, and I do have an arc of it, so I want to get to that. There is Stay With Me by Brooke Montgomery, which I believe that I will get, and, well, I know I'm getting an arc of this one, an e-arc, but I think I'll also get an audio arc, but that'll be later on, so I don't know. But Stay With Me, very excited to read this one. Here With Me was one of my favorite books of 2023. I really liked it. This one is a not his baby, best friend's brother. And then I think they become like roommates. She needs a place to stay. So this is Magnolia, and I can't remember the hero's name, but I know Magnolia is the heroine. Then there's Serpentine Valentine by Gianna Darling. So this is a sapphic dark academia romance. I mean, I'm open about it. Sapphic romance isn't usually my jam. I like some dick to be involved. That is not a bias against anything, but I have my sexual preferences, right? When we're reading, that is something we're looking for. Don't let anybody tell you differently. It's true. But I'm also always willing to try new things, especially when it's by an author that I like. And I'm very excited for what Gianna Darling has coming this year. You know, after she's finally, like, you know, back into releasing her books. She said in her newsletter that she wrote like 5-6 books during her hiatus. So I'm really excited to see what's coming out. So yeah, this one is a sapphic dark romance, and I want to give it a go. I didn't sign up for the arc for it just in case I don't like it. You know, I don't want to hurt the book either way, but I will read it when it comes out. Okay, then this is more, ooh, I should grab it. Sorry, I could have showed this. So also on the 8th comes out Surrender by Sam Mariano. So this was the original version of this. I'm actually reading this one right now because Surrender will be being re-released, and it'll just be called Surrender. It has a new cover. Here it is. And this book isn't changing. So if you read this, it is the same. She has said that. She's like, didn't change a thing with this story. However, in Surrender, there will be, I think she said it's almost 100 pages of like a, extra scene, except it's not extra. I don't know. If you are a part of one of Sam's groups on Facebook, you'll know she gives these very long, detailed like explanations of things, and I just love it. She shares so much information with us. And so it has a scene that'll be about Aubrey and Dare, and it's kind of like an update of like where they are. And she has said that it will set up Hannah's romance, because Hannah's going to be the next book. And she said that her romance, you will find out who it's going to be with in this, and it will determine if you want to continue or not. Now, you cannot skip that if you want to read the next two. She said there'll be stuff that's not going to get repeated or whatever. It's part of it. So anyway, I'm a diehard Sam Mariano, and so I decided to start reading this so that when Surrender comes out, I can just jump to the bonus piece she has at the end. So I actually finally got my butt in gear with this. Let's see, where am I actually at? I'm like reading this right now. I think I'm like this far into it. I'm liking it a lot. Like, holy crap, it's bonkers. But anyway, that comes out on the 8th. Then one that was just announced is Impromptu Match by Lily Main. This is supposed to be a rom-com from her. And I actually just got the email about the arc, so I'll be getting that soon. I don't have a cover for this yet. She hasn't announced it or anything, but this is coming on the 9th. Then on the 13th, there's a whole bunch of books coming out. There is At First Spite by Olivia Dade. I do have an arc for this one. Megan by Rebecca Weatherspoon, which I actually read this week, and I liked it a lot. That is a part of her, I can't remember the series name, but it's with Rafe and Zenny, and then there's this one. The Wickedness of a Highlander by Lisa Braden. I'm still hoping this is set for the 13th. I haven't seen her advertising it or doing anything, but this was already pushed once, and I hope that it's really coming this day. I really hope so. The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. I don't know if I'm going to get to this one. I do have an arc of it. I do, because I signed up for the ARC like months ago. And I know Crystal really liked it, but I'm still kind of nervous. I love Catherine Arden's Winter Night trilogy. I really, really loved that series, but I'm nervous because her books tend to hurt me a lot. So there's that. On the 14th, there is Aldo by Melanie Moreland. There is a duet that's going to be about like this Canadian mafia, and I am on her ARC team, so I look forward to trying that one out. And then The Redemption by Noelle Adams. This will be book 3 in her Worthington series. And I think this one is a bodyguard romance. I think is this one. Claim Me Forever by A.L. Jackson. This is book 3 in her Time River series, and I will be getting an ARC of that one. In Want of a Viscount by Lorraine Heath. I keep putting Lorraine Heath on my TBRs. I'm so far behind in her books, but I'm still going to talk about her on my channel because someday I will catch up on these. It just hasn't been just yet. Then there is Tempting Promises by Corinne Michaels. I'll also be getting an ARC of this one. This cover is beautiful, and I'm so excited because this one is a dairy farmer. I believe he's a dairy farmer. If not, I know he has cows and he has the farm and everything. But yeah, this is the brother who's a farmer, and hello, that is right up my alley for me. And I think that this is I know it's Enemies to Lovers, but does this one have a Marriage of Convenience thing to it? I can't remember. I don't know, but I know it's Enemies to Lovers. Soul to Steal by Opal Rain just came out of nowhere the other day as well. I binged this series earlier this year. Y'all know. I read all of them within a week. So this one's coming, and it's going to be MM. I'm so excited. This was hinted at in the last book. And Opal Rain has said, like, you cannot skip to this one if you're someone who likes MM. Like, I just was reading a Q&A of it because this couple is directly set up by the last, like, couple books. So you can't skip right to this one. Because there were some people asking if they could, and they're like, you really can't. It's not made to be skipped to. You got to put in the work for this series. Okay, you got to do it. She really does. They're all different couples, but they really do like build upon each other as you find out stuff about this world. So unfortunately, you can't skip to book 6, 5, whatever this is. You got to start there. And then another one, and this is the one I missed when I made my post because I totally forgot about it, was Vicious Vow by Jager Cole. This one's coming on the 22nd. Man, he has such a quick turnaround time for his books. This will be the next one in the, is it Venomous Gods or whatever this series is. So those are currently all the upcoming releases on my radar that I'm interested in. Okay, then I have a few books that are from viewer recommendations here. So I have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. This is actually on my 12 Recs by 12 Friends. I'm trying to really stick with reading one a month this year. You know, I might even double up some, but I'm really trying to keep to that. So this one was recommended by Melissa from Book Bar. I've also had this recommended by other people as well, but she put it in that, so she gets the credit for that one. Then I want to try to read The Quarry Master by Amanda Milo. This one was in my book rec form. There was no name for who recommended it, but this was, I have first heard about this from Bree, and then I've heard about it from other people too, but I haven't read an Amanda Milo yet, so I want to give this one a try. Then there is Beautiful Russian Monster by Odette Stone. So this is the next book, I believe, in like the Canadian Mafia series that like I actually listened to this audiobook in December. It's one of the ones I was on Anyplay, the first book was, and this one was recommended by Bavia. So I was like, oh, well, let me try that one. So there it is. And then one of the recommendations from my friend Megan is actually a book that she sent me. And I decided to give it a go because I want to keep up with my historical romance. So there's Tapestry by Karen Rainey. So this is hard to see because it's sparkly, but she sent me a lovely copy of this one. And this one is I don't know when it takes place exactly, but yeah, he's wearing a mask and everything in here. So I'm going to try to get to this. I need to look and see if there's an audiobook because historicals are usually easier for me with an audiobook. So, okay, then we have 4 books here. Ooh, what's that? We have 4 books here that have been sent to me and or I bought them. And you guys know I've said I want to try to get through more of my physical TBR. I always want to try to get through more of my physical TBR, but here we go. So there was The Potter by Christy Marie. I've had this one on a TBR before. She was so kind as to send me this last year. It's a signed copy, so I want to get around to this one. This one is about a plastic surgeon, and yeah. So there we go. There is Manhunt by Vanessa Vale. This one was sent to me from a PR company. And it's so cute. It even came with a little print right here. But this is the first one in the On a Manhunt series, which there's like 17 million of these by now. And it's so soft. I love this. So I want to try this one. These all have audiobooks as well. I think this one is a boss, a billionaire boss, an employee. And there's like a sex quiz scenario where she accidentally sends him her results for it. So it's Maverick and Bridget, but yeah, I want to finally start this series. So that one was sent to me. This one was sent as a gift from, Lizelle sent this to me. This one is The Rest of the Story by Tal Bohrer. So I believe this was the most recent one of his that came out. And there isn't a sign when the next one is coming, but I know this is a lot of people's like favorite Tal Bohrer, which I'm all for. I got a lot of his books for Christmas. I'm reading my way through his backlist. So happy to read another sports romance from Tal Bohrer. I'm sure I will be absolutely wrecked and love every second of it. And then this is one that I bought, but I have seen it all over the place. It's a lot of my friends' favorite, and I saw it at Barnes & Noble, and I really liked this cover. So I went ahead and grabbed it. So this is Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. And yeah, I believe this is a college sports romance. And yeah, I've seen it all over the place. So I grabbed a copy because I just thought it was so pretty. And I'm going to try to get to this one sometime as well. So yeah, those are all the books that I have on my TBR. We'll see how I do with that. So yeah, make sure that you grab some of those too if you want to be a part of it. So now you are free to go if you'd like to, but I'm going to do my unboxing here of TryTreats. Again, they offer a coupon through me down below if you want to get, I think it's 15% off your first box with them. But what they do is they're this international treat company. Let me back this up a little bit. And each month there is a different country that gets picked as the like theme, and then they send you snacks around it. There's a few boxes who do this, but I love it. So I'm going to open it. Something's probably going to fall out. But what I always do is this, just in case you haven't seen me open one of these, is I'll show you everything that's in it, and then I pick like 3 things to taste, and I tell you what's my favorite. This month is, oh, that's Brazil, right? That's Brazil? I think that's Brazil. Hey, I was right. I actually know a country. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So this one is Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. This month's treats come from Brazil, the 5th largest country in the world, both by land area and population. Brazil is the only country in South America that does not speak Spanish, and is also the country with the largest Roman Catholic population in the world. And they are also the largest importer of coffee for more than 150 years. So cool. So then you always get like a recipe from the country, and you get some little facts about Brazil. And then we have our little treats thing. This will tell you what it is, which I'll look at as I go. And then we have our treats in here. So let's see what we got in here. What's this? Ooh, this is a corn snack, it looks like. What is this one? Let's see. Okay, so this one is the savory taste of cured ham. Ooh, so are they chicharritos? Tastes like cured ham. These snacks are typically they're like chips or crisps. So ham flavored crisps apparently. And there's like a little armadillo on the front. All right, all right. Okay. Then we have Vovozina. Look, there's little grandma and her son on the front there, or grandson on the front. Sweet Granny popcorn. One of the most famous sweet popcorns in Brazil. That's cool. I like popcorn. So something opened in here, which is unfortunate. There was a sucker in here that was a yogurt 100. So I won't be eating this one because it fell open, unfortunately. That's never happened before, but it was a yogurt 100, which says it was a snack-infused fun of a lollipop with a creamy yogurt. Oh, that actually sounds cool, but I'm not gonna eat the one that fell open. Okay, Bananina Cremosa. That's a cool package. This is... This is a healthy snack made of overripe bananas. They're mixed with sugar and are a highly nutritious snack. That's funny, mixed with sugar. It's a frutabella. Feels very hard. I think it's maybe like a fruit chew. Passatempo. I know I'm awful at these. Ooh, these are cookies. This looks good. These are from Nestle too. So they are extremely popular cookie in Brazil. They're stuffed with milk chocolate, specially designed to provide nutrition-filled fun snack time. Cool. This might be one I try. Ooh, it's a little broken, but it sounds good. Woo! All right, there is Baton. This is delicious chocolate stick in a cylindrical form of a baton. It's so like hard though. I don't know, is it like a Tootsie Roll maybe? Maybe it's kind of like a Tootsie Roll. Choquito. This is a chocolate bar with a chewy fudge center and crunchy Rice Krispies. Ooh, I think I want to try that one too. That looks good. All right, then we have a Biz Extra. This one is a chocolate snack that is crunchy wafers with milk chocolate. Lots of chocolate in this. I like when there's lots of chocolate. Okay, this one is a Gamettes. Ooh, these look like chewy. These are yogurt and chewy texture of a gummy candy. Ooh, all right. I might try this one as well. Those might be the three I tried. There's just one left here. There is a Loyo. And this is creamy yogurt and crunchy cereal with a convenient portable package. So lots of chocolates in this one. Okay, I'm excited about this box. I will probably save these to eat, but I will definitely try these ones. I love the snacky foods. Have to try one of those while I read a book today. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try these three. So let's do that real quick. Let's try the Passatempo. Ooh, if I can get it open. I actually have a scissor right here. Oh, this is crushed all to hell. That is crushed really bad. Let me see. I don't want to spill everywhere. Here's a little piece of it. The cookie is so buttery. And though it's like a dry, it tastes so good. It really does. And the chocolate like isn't too sweet in this. I actually really like this. I know it's kind of crumpled, but I might put this over the top of like some, have some like chocolate yogurt. I think this might be good like crushed over the top of that. All right, then let's try one of these. It says these are a yogurt candy, chewy candy. Ooh, it's like yellow and orange. Ooh, it's not as like, oh wow. I thought it would be sour. It is not sour. The fruit flavor really comes through. Tastes like mango and like pineapple, I think. These are, wow, that is so good. That is so good. I'm not even exaggerating. See, I love gummies. I really do. I love a chocolate. But if I go to a movie, I'm usually torn between two snacks. I like Bunch of Crunch or I like Lifesaver gummies. I will pick a Lifesaver gummy every 1 out of 2 times for sure. All right, the last one I'm going to try is the Choquito, which I think kind of sounds like a 100 grand is honestly what it kind of sounds like, because it has like crispy cereal over a nougat center. So. That's kind of what it tastes like. Because, yeah, it's like nougat and crispy chocolate around it. Okay. I will say, though, I like these the best. I really do. The flavor. Because I think what's so great about it, sorry, I'm breaking this down, is that the fruit flavor tastes so fresh. It doesn't taste like an artificial fruit, if that makes sense. Whereas usually, you know, gummies taste good, but they taste like an artificial fruit flavor. This tastes so fresh. So that's my favorite. Then I think it's this. And then I think it's this. So I loved this box. I really did. So thank you so much to TryTreats for sending me this again. And again, if you're interested in trying out a box, I know some of you have told me you've bought them for your kids before. It was a fun surprise. Go ahead and check that out. You'll get candies from a different part of the world all the time. And yeah, it's just something fun. So if you made it all the way to the end of this, thank you so much. And make sure you liked this video and subscribe to the channel to get notified when I upload. And we'll see you next time. Bye.